Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namami Buddhang Gunasagaram Tang Satta Sadaham Sukhi Avera Kayo Digunjo Sakalo Dugando Gachanti Sabbe Maranam Ahancha. Namami Dhammam Sukatena Desitam Satta Sadaham Sukhi Avera Kayo Nigunjo Sakalo Dugando Gachanti Sabbe Maranam Ahancha. Namami Sangham Jinaraja Savakam Satta Sadahantu Sukhi Avera Kayo Nigunjo Sakalo Dugando Gachanti Sabbe Maranam Ahancha. So dear Dhamma friends, we continue our breathing meditation technique. So in the beginning, keep focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Let your inhalation and exhalation happen itself. And observe very carefully following your sensation of the inhalation and exhalation. And as a first step, recognize separately inhalation as inhalation and exhalation as exhalation. So that is the most important step that you have to practice deeply. Because that clearance will open your mind to the right path. When you observe the inhalation and exhalation, then you're going to see very clearly the beginning, the middle and the end of the inhalation and beginning, the middle of the end of the exhalation. So when you see it, just recognize, knowingly observe. Otherwise, don't try to make anything happen or don't wait till anything happens. That is very important. Because we used to wait, we waiting. So your mind sometimes waiting for the next step. When you wait like that, you forget to observe the present. So there is nothing to wait. So whatever the present experience, observe very carefully and bring the fully attention to that and be aware with it. That awareness will take you to the necessary next step. Then you will see the beginning, the middle and end of the inhalation and exhalation. And then you will, some inhalation become longer, some inhalation become shorter, some become heavy, some become soft. And some inhalation, exhalation become warm and cold. Sometimes your right nostril inhale, left inhale. Somehow, whatever the inhalation or exhalation that you experience in that moment, that experience not going to be equal to any other moment. That is a kind of knowledge that when you observe, you can recognize within your inhalation, exhalation. That is the beginning of your life. So if the beginning of your life, moment by moment, if it is changed or different, and out of that moment, whatever the experience come to your life also, not going to be the same. But our mind in the surface level of in this world believe that we go through the same situation, same thing. But it is not the same. It is a different. There is a different. But our mind is not sharp to see that, not open to see that. If you see it, your mind doesn't have any worry, anger, fear, hatred, frustration. Why? Because most of these things come out of the past or the future thoughts, not in the very present. So our mind always used to compare with the past or the future and forgetting recognizing the present moment. Once you recognize the nature of the present moment, that everything moment by moment experience the change, and then naturally, without any effort, the fear about the past or the future going to disappear. Doubt about the past or the future going to disappear. When the light comes, when the light appears, the darkness disappearing. The same way when the understanding, when the realizing comes within you, you don't need any effort to let go things. So try to experience within the inhalation and exhalation the real nature of it. And after this step, just experience only the change. It doesn't matter the inhalation or exhalation, the long or the short or the heavy, or right nostril or in left nostril. Try to go deeper and experience the change inside the inhalation and exhalation. And whatever the sound come to you, the smell come to you, sensation arise or the thought arise in you, don't react to the surface level of that thought or the smell or the sound. Go through that and try to see the change inside it. Then you will see this life is kind of like a river, just keep flowing. And all the change, it's kind of like event of change always happening inside us. Whatever the things you experience in that moment, it is only unique for that moment. And that will help you to stay in fully attention. And that attention will make you more clear to go deeper. When you have that attention with the knowledge that always the things change, you are not going to clinging to anything. When there is nothing to clinging, there is nothing to let go. When there is nothing to hold, there is nothing to let go, there is nothing to struggle. So your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Supateva, or be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this evening to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this evening, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain with the present moment, observing your inhalation and exhalation. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your elbow. Relax your forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. And relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. And relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and Holy Spirit. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light. Through entire this compound, this village, this city, this state, this country, this world, in this universe. And as far as we can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding ourselves like this. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Bring the awareness to your body. Focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times. And observe the inhalation and exhalation. Just let it happen and recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. Keep focus your mind inhalation and exhalation. Observe yourself and see where your mind, and always remember to keep focus to observe the inhalation, exhalation. Observe the change within the inhalation exhalation and experience the change within the sound, the smell, sensation, thoughts. So dear Dhamma friends, as human in this life, our life depending upon our thoughts, and when we represent the self, when we talk about the self, our thoughts or our ideas, our views play a very big role. And in life, if you can be clear, come out from the self view, that is a great one of the spiritual success in life. Self view. You coming out of the self view. Why? Because the self view, thinking this is me, this is I am, this is what I think, this is what I see. Like this, when we personalize our thoughts, we are become more closer to the darkness. So there is nothing as knowledge in the world you can find brand new. You know that? There is nothing. We always will find something, second version of the knowledge. The first version already found out. Even the Buddha, you can become a Buddha, but before someone else became a Buddha. You can write a Bible, but there is something already there. So like that, the whatever come to your mind, if you look very carefully, without personalizing, this is my idea, this is my idea. Like without personalizing, if you keep the open mind and look, and you can have a very great success inside your mind to develop your understanding. So then be very careful, and when you have knowledge to release the views or the ideas from the mind, another thing is experience. We experience whatever the things, and through our head to toes body, and we personalize it. This is what I feel. And if you go to a doctor, with any kind of pain, and he asks what you feel, what you feel, how you feel, and then he give a name of a disease. And there are some medicine for that. So then look, even your feelings, physical feelings, it's not more personal. And the people, like chef, the people cook, they know the taste of the food, and they know when you eat that food what kind of feelings you get. And like kind of cooking competitions, when the judges tell them to, okay, you have to cook like this, taste should come out of your product, and within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they try to cook, putting all the ingredients to give that taste, give that feelings to their life. So then whatever the feelings that you have, don't personalize it, don't hold, don't cling, because then that is where your mind become free. Then we looking for freedom, happiness. Nobody want to become, nobody want to develop the pain, unhappiness in the world. Everybody want to, develop the happiness. Everybody looking for the happiness. But the thing is this, with the self view, with holding the experience as me, you cannot develop the happiness. It kind of like the smell. you know when you have the smell, the bodily smell, and you don't feel it, you know you don't feel, but others start to feel it, you know and then everybody start to stay away a little bit, little bit, and so you don't feel it. We ourselves, we get used to that, the bad smell, you know and we don't feel it is bad. Huh? But if you aware, when you become mindful, you can recognize, there's something wrong, and then you start to look, and then you will find out what. So when it comes to the self view, step by step, slowly, ourselves, when we build up certain ideas ourselves, and we get caught up with that ideas, and we are the one who, start to separate from the knowledge. But we think, when we get into self view, we think, oh, I understand that, other person cannot understand it, but it is not the same. It is different things happen. So it is important to keep the open mind. It is not easy. That is the thing. It's kind of like saving. Look, practicing meditation is not easy. How many things you can do, and it's not, it's a kind of like a meditation, and for some people they believe it's kind of like a boring practice, and when you go to go to the mall, and you can see very fancy things, and you can spend $1,000 within 2-3 minutes. But when difficult time come, you cannot sell whatever you bought and get $1,000 back. But when you keep, when you have a very disciplined mind, when you saving little bit your money, and there are certain times come in life, and that savings that make you comfortable, So it's always hard to do saving. Why? In the moment you see there are a lot of, the fun things that you can do using that little money, using this time you can do little, but it's not going to bring any profitable, things in the future. When you have the open mind, in the moment sometimes, when you let go the self, when you not hold into only your feelings, in that very moment, it kind of like, difficult, but in a long term, it brings you profitable, comfort to you. That is the important thing. So even the practicing meditation, or having an open mind and becoming a little bit, and giving chance to others and accepting others' ideas sometimes for a moment, and not fight for our own, egocentric ideas, just, giving sometimes to others, and in a long term, it brings you a lot of, facilities to you. But maybe today you can win fighting and arguing, you can win your ideas, but later everybody start to go away from you. Nobody want to deal with you in the future. When the time comes, they disappear, they go away, and they say, oh, that person very hard to deal with that. No need. In the long term, look, In the moment you can, enjoy the victory of your winning, but you're going to lose in the future. But if you let go the self view or whatever your feelings, you just become humble with the others, and you appreciate other people, and give chance to others. In the moment maybe it is difficult for you, not easy, and because it's kind of self view is more closer to you than your own children. You give birth to your own children, and in the future, when they, raise, when they become young, they will go away with their own life. But the self view, not like that. Letting go self view is harder than letting go your children. Huh? So then remember yourself. Every day, remember there is nothing that you will experience something brand new. You always experience second version of something. And physically, mentally, the same. Materially, also the same. So then, when you practice the meditation and you become more calm and relaxed, not clinging even to your own mind, and that is where the power comes for you to observe. Because if you clinging, if you hold it to something, if you just, kind of like the glue, if you stuck with your own thoughts or your own mind or your own experience, that is where you lose your thinking power. That is why to brainwash the people or get attached the people, convert the people, the first thing that you do, what? You give what they like. Why? Because whatever the things they get in that moment, they stuck and close their mind. And that is the moment you lose the mind. So then, inside you, that you lose your awareness when things become more comfortable. So when you practice the meditation, then remember, you always have to observe without clinging to your experience. Because if you clinging to your experience, whatever things happen there, even the pain, even the good side or the bad side, the both. Even the pain, you clinging and you resist and you keep fighting with that, and then what is happening? You lose your consciousness. And even the good feelings come sometimes, and you feel more relaxed and no sound and nobody to bother you. You feel so relaxed, and and you start to enjoy that. That is a moment you lose your mind. So in this both situation, what you have to do, not to clinging to your experience, but to observe. Let him do it. Look your life in a, that is the in a, the moment, that whatever the things you experience in the moment, if you look in a in a bigger picture, so far in your life, how many good moments that you had and how many bad moments you had. How many painful things happened to you and how many good things, pleasurable things happened to you. And some people even went through the severe pain, kind of like accident, operations, and even giving birth to children. It is not something, it's very hard, very difficult. But today, where that pain, where that the pleasure, even it's all gone. Even you cannot remember. It's all gone. It's just kind of like you can just, in the far away when you see little stars, and some people say it can be a sun, another sun, kind of like that. Even you had it. It's all gone, but if you try to remember, it's kind of like, tiny, tiny star far away. Yeah? And you just get a little feelings about whatever that happened. It's your own experience, not someone else. So then what? Today that you experience whatever the pain or the pleasure, what will happen? It also going to go away. Then why you clinging to it? That is what you have to get. Because you had the many happy moments in your life. That's why you keep, because in life, in this life, the 100% it is not bad. There is a joy in life. Huh? That is what keep driving us forward. Huh? That is what keep coming back, keep repeating. How many times you lose in Vegas, it doesn't matter. You keep going there. Huh? Why? There is something. Even inside that lose, you get some joy. Huh? So that's why people keep going there and losing your mind. But the thing is this. The thing is whatever the things that you have happened, remember, it's all gone and it will never going to happen. So then the point is this, the wisdom is this, the whatever the things happening in this very moment, if you not validate it as a pain or the pleasure, it become neutral. To validate it, not to validate it as a pleasure or pain, you have to use your own experience. You cannot, by reading books, by listening to Dhamma, by listening to talks or watching documentaries, you cannot do it. That is the thing. So the power of Vipassana meditation is that. Because it take your mind to certain place to use your own experience to your own life. That is where you become your own master. So then whatever the things come with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and the mind, whatever you experience in life, in that very moment, it doesn't matter it is a pain or pleasure, if you are able to recognize it, and you're not going to react to it as a pain or pleasure. Why? Because you know it is only for the moment and it will disappear. It will disappear. But when you don't have that power to use your own experience, it kind of like this. Some days, if you in the winter time, early in the morning when you wake up, when you go out like 5 o'clock, you see the clouds, the mist. It's kind of everywhere, the white, and it kind of like you can cut it to pieces, the cloud. You can see kind of like that, and when the summer time, when you driving far away like the straight street, and far away you see the mirage, and you kind of like you see it kind of like you can get bath. It's a water there. You can jump and swim. So the moment that you go through the pain or the pleasure, the same. In the moment, if you take this pain and you bring the attention to thinking into the surface level of the pain, thinking and holding, oh, this is pain, this is pain. It's kind of like the mirage that you see far away and thinking you can get, bath. But there is nothing. When you go closer, 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 and it not like that. But in that very moment using this, you cannot recognize if you observe your own life and understand your past, what happened to your past experience. So you have seen that how the past disappeared from you, and today you just have the moment that you go through. And then remember, this also going to go away. That is why it says stay in the right path. Follow the eightfold path. Don't do whatever you like, or don't do whatever other people like. Don't do anything what you feel. Why? Even the feelings, not personal, it cannot, it come according to the necessary, the situation in your mind. That's why you always have to have the right action. When it comes to the right action means without any greed, hatred, or the delusion. If you can do it with good for you and good for others, and then it's going to be. Otherwise, when we do our favor, what will happen? And maybe we do the wrong things, but the wrong things, once you do the wrong action, where in that moment, whatever the feelings that you had, it's going to go away, it's going to disappear, but what is happening, the reaction and the result going to take you to another level of a situation, and then you cannot escape from that. So then remember yourself not to personalize your view, not to personalize your feelings, not to personalize your ideas, even your life, not to personalize your life in any situation. As example, this is what happening then. You're not going to lose anything. You're going to have the complete life. This is the thing. Some people are afraid to understand the Dharma. Why? They think if you understand the Dharma, you will lose the joy of the life. Oh, I am not going to enjoy anything anymore. No. That is where you're going to enjoy the life. And some people don't want to understand the truth. They want to stay ignorance. And sometimes, when they have good times, and like when they're drinking, when they, having parties, sometimes then they go too much, and some people try to explain, hey, you go too much, and don't do this, don't. Hey, then another person say, wait, don't disturb me, let me enjoy this. They don't want even, to listen. They're afraid to let go the moment that they enjoy. No, Dharma never going to take anything, any good things out of your life. That is the nature of the Dharma. So don't afraid to recognize. This is what happening. As example, this is what happening. As a child, you used to play, with the little toys. And then you believe this is my life. Oh, this toy. You don't recognize it as a toy. You used to love it, you used to hold it, and you used to, die for that. When it breaks, you cry, And then, little by little, you became young, and you throw that in, and you had another life little by little, and you became, and then you became a mother and the father. mm, Maybe even if you don't marry, your brothers or the sister get married, maybe you become a good neighbor, you know and then you become a grandfather, grandmother, and now maybe with your own children, you know you have to play with that toys for the children. Huh? And some days you take the toys and you also play with the children, but you never hold that toys as thinking this is my life. See, you do the same thing. As a child, you was playing with the toys, believing, oh, this is my life. You know, you when it break, you cry. And if anybody take it, you know, no, you get mad, and even you go to sleep with the holding, that things. But see, as a mother, father, you know, now you do the same thing. You playing with the children, with their toys, but you don't have that idea in your mind. Now you know it is a toy. No, it make you more comfortable. See, you do the same action, but with the two different views. The same thing happening. When you practice the meditation, when you let go the view, when you let go the mind, when you let go the pain, you become more aware. It make you more comfortable. It make you more grounded person. That is where there is no fear come. When there is no fear, you able to play with that toys more comfortably. Because you know it is toy. In life also the same. With this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and the mind, whatever the pleasure with or the pain, we cannot have a very comfortable life. Why? Because we don't have proper understanding about the pain and the pleasure. We don't have the proper understanding about the feelings. That is why we are so afraid. We are so afraid. But when you recognize this, whatever the feelings, it's nothing to hold as you. You're not afraid for any kind of pain, and even you are not crazy for any kind of pleasure. That is where make you more, balanced person. So for that, try to use your life as a tool, as resources. Go back to your life and don't afraid to dig. Why? Because that is your life. Whatever the experience you get out of that, and you can build your future with that. So everything is there. But the thing, we don't look what we have. All the knowledge, all the dharma is within your life, but you not look, and even you are not satisfied with that. And you keep looking, oh, I want to understand something, I want to understand something. Look your life, you will understand what is life. But if you don't use the experience that you already have, and you look for another knowledge, you will not going to get. It's kind of like the one guy had, went to the church and was praying. He used to walk, and he didn't have a car. And then he used to pray, oh, it doesn't matter second hand, even it doesn't matter, it doesn't have wheels, just give me a car, I will fix it and somehow I will drive, I need the car. And then somehow one guy, gave him a Toyota. Yeah? It's a car, and it's just running, and he, run this car for a few days, and he saw a Cadillac. Huh? And then he went to the church next day, and he started to, ask for a Cadillac. So the goat came and told, that don't ask for the Cadillac, run the Toyota, that what you have. Huh? Become a good driver, get used to the vehicle. When you complete that necessary skills, and the Cadillac will be there for you. It's it's a motivating story for children. It's kind of like saying that what we have, if we don't become qualified with that, just dreaming for things not going to work for us. Even that things come to us, we cannot handle that. So then the same thing with your life experience, first you have to be master. Because that is where the dharma is always within you. If you want to listen to the dharma, that is why look the nature, look outside, and everywhere it example for your inside. Not something else. If the Buddha appear to you, or any religious leader appear to you and start to tell something that you cannot see, how are you going to understand it? Where the knowledge that you can understand it? If they start to tell you something that which you not experience, how are you going to understand it? That is the challenge then yourself. If somebody come to you and start to tell something beyond, and you don't have no idea, and beyond this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and the mind, how you can understand it? You cannot understand. That is why the dharma always related with what you can see, what you can hear, what you can smell, what you can taste, what you can see, what you can think. When you complete that knowledge, you can beyond that senses. If you don't complete that, you cannot go. That is why, when you born with no eyes, like blind, person, and you cannot understand this. You cannot attain to enlightenment. By birth, if you cannot hear, you cannot attain to enlightenment. Why? Because you cannot experience what is the ear. By birth, if you are blind, you have no idea about the colors of the pictures. If you have no idea about that, you cannot you cannot understand what is the world. So then yourself remember that what your life experience is the most important thing. If you don't care that and look for something else, maybe something else there, we don't know. I don't know. Why? Because I always, talk what I can see, what I can hear, what I can smell, what I can think. Beyond that, I cannot teach. Maybe sometimes people like, but we cannot do that. And even the dharma, why we follow the dharma? If there is something else, that we cannot see, we cannot hear, we cannot think, maybe it is there, but we don't going to follow that dharma. All the sutras, whatever the Buddha mentioned, the first step is yourself, you have to understand. When you have power to understand, when you can see and understand, that understanding will take you to the next step. Maybe that next step you cannot see. But without completing the first step, don't try to jump to that. So then the first step means what? Understand the nature of the life. That is what you have. So then, to understand the nature of the life, you have to use your life. Use your life. Don't afraid to look yourself. Look your history. And that will clear your path. And that will tell you this is the nature of the life. Maybe you believe in something else, but it will tell you this is the nature of the life. If it is there, if you look, and you will see. And then, if you cannot trust it, and maybe our experience we don't trust sometimes. If you cannot trust it, then what you need to do? Ask from someone. Look around you. And you go here, there, this, picnic, hike, and just go and see the people, go and see sightseeing. Go and see the life. Take go in one block, and you will see. And look the every person face when you go, around one block. And don't look the the birds or the trees or look the people. Then you will see we all go through the same. We all go through the same. So then remember, go into inside and don't afraid to experience and look and investigate yourself, and not to clinging to the views, even the pain or the experience that you go through. Knowingly it will disappear moment by moment, and that is where mind become free. You experience it, but there is nothing wrong. Like the example I told, you will play with the same toys, but it is toy. And then if it is break, you not worry, you will not cry, if anybody take it, you not fight, if it is loose, lost somewhere, and you will keep going with your life. That is the comfort brings you by understanding. So is there any question, please?
Rashenta, thank you. I just want to clarify something that I thought I heard you say, which was, I think you said to process phenomena. You didn't use the word phenomena, but to process phenomena so that we're not clinging to pleasure or maybe pushing away pain. Use your own experience. Can you give me an example of what do we mean to use our own experience in that?
That means your history. So there were so painful situations. Okay? And if you look your life, and you will find out many hurtful situations. But today it's gone. But that moment you thought, oh, this is the end of my life, it's going to destroy everything. But today where that pain? Even if you try to remember and try to bring it back, there's an idea about it, but it is not there. So see, that's your own experience you use to recognize, and then today you have more happy moment, and that also it's not going to be forever. It's going to disappear. And that is where you bring your mind equanimity. You keep the balance. It doesn't matter the pain or the pleasure, you stay. Why? Because it's not mine. It is the condition make that no.
Thank you.
Okay, we do loving kindness meditation for a moment also. Palms together and repeat after me. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipatya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranamha Paribunjisami Idamme Punyang Asavakkaya Vahang Hotu Sabbadukka Pamucchatu. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. And finally, may you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Please say sadhu.
Sadhu. Sadhu.